Unas. Bueno, vamos a seguir por donde lo habíamos dejado. Habíamos conseguido la liana. Y vamos a hablar con la tripulación. A ver, flojito porque... Está el huevo. A ver, no me... Hay gente durmiendo. Ahora. Fabuloso. Oh, no. A ver qué pasa por aquí. Sobre todo para lo que va entrando. Qué cojote.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after... I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Da mucha importancia el protocolo.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. Sorry, Haldane is unkind. We were... There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human It only gets iffy around 63. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from...
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I pretty much gave up waiting for the good part.
Bad habit, ma'am. I do tend to run off at the mouth. Sorry to have wasted your time, ma'am.
Vale. Un poquito de información. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí? Pistolita. La doctora.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving?
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I
should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Aquí.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small... until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and... Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our union. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the... I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my... Benezia never spoke of her part. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before...
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye. Vale, puntitos. Mierda, que aquí que no corre mucho. Ahí, vale. Quiero bajar. Que por aquí no. El ascensor.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now.
Esto es máquina.
Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about it. They said it paid well and the boss was never... They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out... I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra
What
credit.
did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the... Couple of the mercs called him by name. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even
That's the
wait.
only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. But my instinct, every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
So long, Rex.
Hasta luego. Vale, mira, aquí puedo ponerle las cositas a esta gente. Bajo un poco, pero subo un montón de... No, ponerse nada. Esta gente no va a utilizar mucho franco, le vamos a poner que haga mucho daño. Mierda. Y ropa nada. Luego Tali. Este. Garrus, vamos a ver. Un buen francotirador. Mira, tiene una armadura. Ah, de Krogan. ¿Y por qué no me ha salido para ponérsela? ¿Vale? ¿Por qué? No entiendo. El tonto voy a... La otra.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Me hace fijar de luego.
Is this duty related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital system. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We humanity. I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive... It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it... My father, grandfather... I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this
won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the...
That's a good question.
I need to go. So long, Garrus.
Goodbye, Commander.
Le deja todo tirado, ¿eh? Vale, ¿qué le pasa a este?
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Fill me in on the IES.
Can't hide.
Vale,
Eventually the sinks have to be invented. Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Muy buenas, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está ahí?
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
¿Quién anda por aquí?
That's true.
Pedazo mala patita.
I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about.
Feliz de fiesta, por
It's
cierto.
given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and
¿Qué
never
tal? ¿Conoce
return.
Mass Effect?
I always
Ah,
assume
pedazo de
something
sal.
bad happened to them. But maybe they just...
I should go.
See you later.
No me dejaría, muchacha.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constant... There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on... Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Hostia, buena cagada.
Unfortunately, we
What
have
kind
had
of freedoms?
Ahora.
Well, it's
Ahí está
illegal
bien.
for parents to have more than one child. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
Eso se lo... no.
On matters that affect an individual ship, however, fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council, the 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty. To do so requires unanimous agreement. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the guests.
Ya no termina de hablar.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
Cuéntame.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI
Este juego
status.
tiene por lo menos 20 años.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, but one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Qué cuidado.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effect... One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer. As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against... A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But the war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarian. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
You make a good point.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our family. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, it's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given less. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Vale. Coño, me había pillado. Vámonos para arriba. Y han pegado contra la pared. Pero va a comer. Voy a ver, mira, estos son puntos que van por ahí sueltos. Mira, aquí hay. ¿En serio?
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle balance isn't what you'd expect. It takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Hasta luego. Hasta luego, mano. Vale. Nos vamos. A ver. 2 misiones. Feroz, ataque de Get y Noveria. Interés de los que consejan los informes de la están interesados en las colonias por la investigación. De Noveria. Ellos quieren saber por qué. Vale, Noveria. Una mierda. Aquí. Ya, pero
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Just tell me how to stop it, Admiral.
We need you to fight your way through the training ground to the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answered the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military. The VI controls all the facilities, weapons, drones.
Ya puta. Espérate, antes de meternos. Mira si hay materiales. Vale, nada más. Let's go.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector into berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
¿Qué cojones? Vale. Pues hagamos por la puesta.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Ah, vale, ya me acuerdo. Let's go.
That's far enough.
Ni un paso más.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Es inteligente buscar a los Geth desarmados.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock!
We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Hostia, no.
Get out of here. I'll be keeping my eye
Te voy a
on
seguir
you.
vigilando. Qué chula.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Mira qué bonito se ve esto, por Dios. Pues no sé si la última vez que yo entré aquí la lié parda.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Venezia.
Venezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Venezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Pretty heavy security for such a small
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Understood.
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
We talked about her before, but things change when you're up against something.
I meant what I said before. If you would feel safer leaving me on the Normandy, I will stay. But I would like to see her. Maybe I can persuade her to come peacefully.
I don't think that's likely, but you can try.
Thank you, Shepard.
Vale, vámonos. Habla con tu mamá, niña.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrator...
Hostia, el tema subir los puntos esta. Chavito, para los que vayan entrando. Reduce el tiempo de carga de acción biónica. Esta no hace falta mucho, pero bueno, se lo ponemos. Alteraciones. El efecto de base, los grandes alteraciones subatómicas. Singularidad. Proyecta una esfera de energía oscura. Es un potente campo. Vale. Y esto es un efecto de antigravedad, objeto que dentro de un área de efecto se lanzará por el aire. No está inmóvil. Ah, eso está muy bien. Pues esto es un potente campo de efectos en masa. Cada mundo se debilita armaduras y causa daño gradual al enemigo. Guay. 3 puntitos. Vale.
Staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about
Ah, el contrabando que había aquí, ya me acuerdo. Está gracioso.
I'm on duty, Spectre.
Si se
I shouldn't be
dice
talking to you.
Vale, muy bien. Vamos directamente para el tonto bicho.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Ananias.
One moment, please. Mr. Ananias?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Muy gracioso este hombre.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I won't take up much of your time.
This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
I'm not here to investigate your tenants.
Nevertheless, I have a responsibility to keep you away from them. Spectres are not encumbered by a need for due process.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here.
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her...
Commandos? Odd that you
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Scotty Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with it. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Ilanis Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Your guards work for ERCS,
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Ilanis also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Ilanis also
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights?
They're one of only 4 corporations. They attract many protests. No agitation.
I've taken up
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
No, rollo. Petardazo que pegan. El audio. Veamos.
Spectre, right?
Who's asking?
Don't worry. I'm not out to put a slug in your head. I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm, security tracks card use.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground.
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Lo que necesite, pero no me va a dar.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Restringido.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave this station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeas.
Pregunta por la fuerza. Pero bueno, vamos a ver la convención del tío este. Vale. Saludito para los que vayan tomando. ¿Cómo está, gente? Creo que tengo que ir al bar. Wow, 4 personitas por aquí. ¿Cómo la cabra? ¿Cómo estáis? Felices fiesta. Estamos con Mass Effect 1 Remaster que sacaron. La verdad que se ve muy bien comparándolo con el que salía. Se ve genial. Discoteca.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Es que con esa cara. Ah, bien.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office, for the moment at least. Mr. Analeas closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. I suspect your goal lies outside. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
No sabe nada de su empleo.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries.
Excellent. Here, the evidence is on my office computer. This... Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
What sort of offer? Good.
Creo que no lo pasa.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk.
Joder, todo el mundo se entera. Rafael Vargas, no vean. Español.
Don't hang up. Elder brother?
Fecha de emisioncillas por aquí, ¿eh? Voy a ver esto, yo quiero puntitos o armas. ¿Qué tenemos? Esto de seguridad. Vale. Seguridad desactivada. Aquí no ha pasado nada. ¿Qué le pasa?
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
¿Cómo que no? Vale, hay un montón de misioncillas que se pueden hacer. Croban de arriba. Esta tía. A ver.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself.
Whatever you need done, ask someone else.
My mistake, obviously. Have you changed your mind? Would you speak to Vargas for me?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful one. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres, or your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my act.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
Virtu. De todos modos voy a hacer, tío.
Can I help you?
¿Qué le pasa con el ojo pipa?
Can I help you?
Ah, ya no me deja hablar con él. Mierda. Bueno, vamos a ver el nota este de aquí, ya verá. Ha quedado croquis, ¿no? Vale, largo. No tiene misión. Pues necesito ir a la oficina o cascárselo al otro y quitar la seguridad de todos modos. Vamos a ver. Que te miro con esos ojos. Let's go. Esto está cerrado.
Do not be fooled by these
No
civilized
engañes,
surroundings.
está lleno de secretos y de mentiras, ya ves tú.
Don't make us regret letting you keep
Ya lo estamos viendo. Este tío ya se ha ido de aquí. Ah, no está aquí. Ascensor. Bajando, ¿no? Bueno, subiendo.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Pero... Dios mío, ¿cómo ha puesto? Ah, que soy yo. La que he liado. Yo no me la explota yo mismo. Oye, ¿pero por qué no me dejas disparar? Muerto envenenado, ¿no? Vale, queda uno. Mierda, gilipollas. Espérate, ¿puedo? Ole. Estoy... no ha dormido. Vamos. ¿Dónde está? Tío, no lo veo. Ni idea. Estás con vídeo. Mejora de munición. Bueno, o se ha puesto aquí arriba o se ha pillado, no sé. Oye, botón. Vale, este está arriba. Ahí. No vean. Venidos conmigo, niña. Epa. Ya. Se pensaba que era mía. Un guantazo. ¡Pum! ¡Ah, carajo! Vale. Le doy un pixel. Ya solo. Vamos, qué cosita. Ahora miramos el ordenador a ver qué hay. Según lo que haya hecho, me chivo, ¿no? Este no tengo. Qué pelotazo. Pelotazo de arma. Yo. No vea, ¿no? A esta gente. Ya tengo otra. un poquito. Y me queda esta. Voy a ponerle cositas, me voy a bajar la puntería un poco, pero le he pintado. Punto 12. No. Pelotones. 4 puntos, forma física. Justo me quedo a... Ah, no, interico. Y 2 punticos para esta. Pues pirateo. Por cierto, hambre de alma, guardamos, vale.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I have a mission to complete. I did what I had to.
I don't...
Dios mío, mi alma, mi corazón, lo que quita esta gente. O lanzamiento mejor. Digo para el arma. Vamos a ver. Es que no entiendo por qué no es. Ahora. El cogote de este. No hay inmunidad, no. Anda. Dios, mi alma. mañana. Vale. Está chungo, ¿eh? Let's go. Ah, no, por una gente, ¿no? Morido. Realmente estos eran los que estaban en el ascensor, ¿no? ¿Me puedo ir?
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about
Un
it?
informe de ruido en la oficina, ¿sabes?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Vale, quiere hablar conmigo. Esta es que la hermana de una que tuvimos que intentar ayudarla. Y era Pía. Igual veo un moño. Vale, el bar por aquí. Quiero hablar tomando unas copillas. Joder. Por ahí. Se me ha ido la misa. Sí, sí. Equipadme. Ajá. Vale, ¿está dónde está? Así.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Investigar.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
All right. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Vale, esto me lleva hasta aquí. La copilla. Vale. A ver.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Mentir, todavía no. A ver, espérate.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Soy una máquina. Hacer el arma, tío. Mira los dibujitos. Mira cómo han hecho esto. Maravilloso. La madera ya está allí. Coño, aquí que no hay que disparar. Que pudiera correr. Es que la misión del calamar ese paso. Cazo vestíbulo, ¿eh? Y apunta. Te podía haber quedado allí conmigo.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Vale, tenemos el pase. Lo que sí vamos a hacer, que creo que este tío tenía ahí un contenedor. Así. Sí. ¿Qué tenemos? Mejora munición incendiaria. Esta gente está desachicada, ¿no? Sí. Venga, vamos. Un rapidito. Ya no sé qué hacer en la puerta, más que están vigilando. Hostia, entonces el calamar ese se ha ido, ¿no? Porque ya no hay misión.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed. This one has a burden that you could ease. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help.
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologized.
¿Esto qué es? Ah, granadas potentes. Mejora munición. Vender armadura. Debería de ver. Espera. Equipo. Me lo quedo todo. Vamos a ver, por ejemplo, marcar como chatarra. Quiero mirar a ver. Sí, por favor. No vean, ¿no? Está bueno. ni tan mal, ¿eh? Fuera, fuera. Armadura, me baja muchos puntos, pero me sube escudo. ¿Cómo es? Explorador del gladiador. Yo qué sé. Contra daño mejor. Vale, entonces si hablo...
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Maybe later. Right?
Of course.
A ver si puedo venderlo. Es que no te sale, tío. Recomprar, no. Vender chatarra. Seguro que vender chatarra, sí. Dios mío, mierda de corazón. Toda esta mierda, ¿eh? Vale. Marca chatarra. Chatarra. Tipo de escudo. Protección. Impacto, batería. Protegido. Bueno, esto espérate. Nivel 3. Estamos veando. Fuera. Higiene turiana. Fusil francotirador. Yo creo que está bien.
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
I'm just browsing right now.
This one humbly begs the other to consider its request. Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one...
Vale. Comprar.
Has the other reconsidered this one's...
Maybe later. Right now...
Of course. This one apologized.
Vale. De croca. 46,202. Vale, sube y baja una cosa. Todo de croca. Turiana. Y... Turiana. Libertador. Es lo mismo. El puto mismo. Otra vez con esta arma, tío. Esta línea. Mercenario. Vale, vámonos. Espérate, coño.
Has the other... This one humbly begs the other to consider its request. Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured a special item for a customer.
You want me to use my status to smoke?
That is not inaccurate.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your... Is there anything else this one might help you with?
I'm just browsing right
This one awaits your return.
Vale, hombre, ya no está eso. Me carga los guardias que eran corruptos. Debe ser muy fácil el sistema de seguridad, si no me equivoco. puedo quedar. Esto no puede ser un traje.
Commander, I'm glad you... I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analea-sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Unfortunate? He was a criminal, Captain.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander. As far as they are concerned, I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
I'd like to give that promise.
If you will excuse me.
Vale, voy a darle aquí primero a guardar. Yo no puedo pasar fácil en el por culo. Dice que me ha dejado un paquete fuera. Mira, ahí en el fondo, ¿no? Esto de aquí. Diario. Creo que es esto. Sari, paquete. A ver. Pasamos.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness, this one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the this one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
That's thoughtful of you.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
Show me what you're selling.
Of course.
Compras. ¿Qué vale? 13.000. No vea, ¿no? Vale, ya. Y esto es por aquí. Let's go. A nuestra discoteca. Hola, ¿cómo?
Miss Parasini contacted me as she lifted off-world.
Vale. No, no es aquí donde quiero, pero vamos a mi tablilla. ¿Cómo fue una agüita? A ver, usted la lío. Mapa. Mapa.
Sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
¿Pero por qué cojones? Yo, por abajo, Dios mío de mi alma. Por abajo. Guapa la arma, ¿eh? Vale, que se me fue la pinza. Tengo que tirar para abajo. Está en el piso de arriba. Por aquí.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
What sort of problems are there?
Don't know. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone's sent
I have to go.
You need anything?
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the...
Mierda. Los hijos de puta. Qué asco de bicho.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Things. Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Buena, ¿eh? Vale. Dios de puta, los bichos estos, tío. Qué asco.
My people have dealt with the corporations on Noveria in the past.
Ahora venís.
They pay well and they don't ask any questions.
What did you do here, Commander?
¿Qué has hecho aquí?
The Geth ambushed us. We fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3 centuries, everyone has said the Geth don't come out of the
same thing that happens to all species, Captain.
I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Anda, me vayan a regalar algo. Por la ventana. Vale, aquí tenemos el cochecito. Mira lo guapo, ello. Equipo. Menos que todo. Hostia. Es que en verdad no está nada mal, La gente no se lo puedo poner. El escudo, pero que me da endurecimiento, que eso no tiene. Vamos a probarla. Debería robar y punteo, ¿no? Vamos. Vamos, fallo, tío. Cago en todo. Maco. Vale. Deja de andar. Sí. Se ha quedado jodidito. La pena ventisca. Un planeta helado a un planeta helado. Hay cosita. Bien, por el camino. La con. No, tengo que pasar rápidamente. A ver si llegamos a este sitio y lo dejamos. Qué enemigos, ¿no? A ver los tiros. Ahí está mejor que nada. Ah, qué mierda. Puedo atropellar también. Joder, puti. Vamos a repararla. La protección, La cosa grande. Tú con el coche rapidito. Que me dio bailo. Hasta luego, Lucas. Esto es una caja. Ha quemado. Para la saca. Me lo quedo a mirar. 20 y esta que tenía antes. Esta gente nada, tío. Lo malo de llevarte. Las son muy último punto. ¡Ya! Que la lío para allá. Que no vea, ¿eh? Ya, tranquilo, estabilízate. Ahí hielo. Se mueve para un lado. No para de... ¿Es una torreta o una metralleta? Dios mío, mi arma subió de nivel. Esto todo... Mierda. ¿Qué le ponemos? Aumenta la fuerza del escudo. Ah, vení bien. ¡Ey! Otra vez. ¡Qué guau! 2 punticos. Mira, más cerca de la otra. Tío, ¿qué es? Que no me llega. ¿De dónde mierda me está disparando? Uf. ¿Queda otro? Míralo. Qué gracioso. Y aquí vienen gente. Estoy esperando a que yo abra. ¿Cuántos han ido? Vale. No hay nada por aquí. Vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Esto es largo todavía. Guarda la confianza. Buena gente, voy a cerrar porque hace frío. Ah, pues no. Nos vemos en el siguiente directo. Chao, chao.